Hello everybody and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer, and some breaking news that has come in within the last half an hour regarding Derby County manager Wayne Rooney. It does look like he will be leaving the club after he has informed Derby that he would like his contract to be terminated. Wayne Rooney did have 12 months left on his contract, so should have been at least the manager for this season, but it does appear that it looks like he feels it's the time to leave Derby County, and Derby County have acknowledged it. Guys, before I jump into the video, I am going to speak about Wayne Rooney and also speak about the potential Derby takeover, the new owner coming in. A familiar name for many, Mr. Mike Ashley. But before I do, help me out. Hit that like button and please subscribe to the channel as well. We're a general football channel. We cover a lot of things on this channel, including transfers, predictions, and lots of just general chat. So hopefully there's something for you on this channel, so help us out and hit that subscribe button. But guys, let's jump into this, because Wayne Rooney has basically said he no longer wants to be Derby County manager. He has spoken about the fact that it's been quite a tiring 18 months and he feels that it's time for someone to come in with some new energy, obviously some new passion. Now, a lot of speculation has been, I've basically been looking on Derby County's, fans' feelings around this. And obviously, there's a kind of feeling that maybe he was a friend or an associate, rather, of Chris Kirchner, who was supposed to be taking over Derby County. And as we know, when it came to the time that he was basically going to hand the money over to the administrators, Chris Kirchner did just not have the money available, which basically meant he wasted the administrators. He wasted Derby's time, and he wasted, more importantly, the Derby County fans' time in thinking that he was going to complete a takeover. Now, I'm sure something similar happened with Preston, but going aside from that, Wayne Rooney, it was felt that maybe, for him, he's done all he can. And let me read a quote that's come in from Fabrizio Romano. He's put that Wayne Rooney said, "It's time for me to leave the club. The club tried tremendously hard to change my decision, but my mind was made up." Now, it's an interesting one to dissect here, because for Wayne Rooney, maybe it is the correct decision. He's a relatively unexperienced manager, of course, Derby County being his first role in football management, and maybe that lack of experience with this major rebuild that's needed at Derby County, maybe he's just felt he's not the man for it. And at the moment, despite Derby County getting relegated, I think he'll be held in high regard with Derby fans for at least his efforts last season, as well as the fact that, among the general football community, maybe he does feel that his stock's quite high. Another job might present itself. And as we know, these young managers, sometimes when they come in, they get an opportunity. If that opportunity then goes sour, it can kind of sometimes be hard to get back into football management. So maybe he's just felt for him now's the right time to preserve his managerial career. But what does this mean for Derby County? And my honest opinion, and I think people will disagree with me, I'm sure a lot of people would have loved for Wayne Rooney to carry on. I wouldn't have been against it myself, but I don't think this is necessarily the worst thing in the world if you are a Derby County fan. I really don't. As I said, Wayne Rooney's a relatively unexperienced manager. I think this maybe gives an opportunity for a manager to come in that's got that experience, that's, he knows a lot about football management, and even a manager that's maybe has some experience of going through and adjusting to transformational change. And that is exactly what Derby County are going to experience, whether that, the takeover of Mike Ashley comes in or not. Derby's squad continues to deplete. They're going to need a lot of players. They're going to need someone, for me, that I feel is going to be experienced in managing a squad that's new, being together. And Derby, they will want to get back up into the Championship eventually, if not at the first time round. So maybe this won't be the worst thing for Derby County long term. But I do think maybe some will disagree with my opinion. So let me know in the comments your thoughts on that. But let's also jump into the takeover, because I did touch on it. Chris Kirchner obviously didn't have the funds present when it was time to present them. But one man that does have the funds available and will be known to obviously quite a lot of us, Mr. Mike Ashley, the former Newcastle owner. he did show interest in buying Derby County about 6 months ago now. But he's interested eventually go cold. And I think that Chris Kirchner was actually, and the group that basically were presenting that takeover were chosen as the preferred party. But Mike Ashley has come in and he has actually presented the funds as well. He said, look, there's 50 million here. Apparently he's moved it into a separate bank account to literally show the administrators that it's not going to be another basically scenario where the money is not present. And there's no surprise, he's got money from the Newcastle sale. There's no surprise that he's able to present that 50 million as a pretty rich man. Now, at the end of the day, if he comes in and buys a club, he is essentially saving Derby County. And I do think maybe, this is for him, it's a chance to rebuild his reputation. Will he put a lot of money into Derby? Who knows? But maybe one thing that would be important, but maybe under Mike Ashley's running, you're not going to see him run the club basically into the state it is now. It might not be the most luxurious expenditure. Obviously, Newcastle fans were very frustrated with his ownership, his lack of investment. But you do feel maybe with a club like Derby County, it's a big club at the end of the day, especially to be in League One. This could be a project that would be very good for him. He'll probably spend the money that's needed in League One to obviously build a successful team. Whether that will take time remains to be seen. But it does feel now that Mike Ashley is going to be the likely new Derby County owner. But guys, let me know your thoughts on both of these subjects. Firstly, Wayne Rooney leaving. Is this, what do you make of that? What do you make of maybe what this means for Derby County in terms of manager-wise? Because obviously one thing I should say is that maybe a manager won't want to take on this job until they know what's happening with the takeover, which doesn't bode well with pre-season just around the corner. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that and also the potential of Mike Ashley taking over the club. And also, as I said at the start of the video, if you have enjoyed it, please help me out. Hit that like button and please subscribe to the channel as well if you are new here. And hopefully I'll see you on another video. Take care, enjoy your weekends, and goodbye.